Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's edition, I'm going to be showing you how to create this tab animation, this tab navigation. So we're going to be looking at on how to scroll from this tab, on how to move from this tab to this tab. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to achieve this. So I'm going to start by creating a frame. We're going to create a mobile frame first. So all these variables up, these are what I'm going to be working with. So we'll create our frame. After creating our frame, I'm going to be using iPhone 13 and 14. So after creating the frame, then I'm going to put border radius. I like putting border radius on my mobile frame to give me this mobile look. So after putting my frame, I'm going to put in my status bar up, where my battery, those ones are. So I'm going to put them. After putting that one, I'm going to bring in my image. So my arrow for navigation, that's to go back, is already on my image. So I framed them together. So I'm going to bring them inside the frame also. So now I'm going to bring in my text. I'll be adjusting them with my grid style. So I'm going to be arranging them. I'm going to be using my auto layout to make sure they're well aligned. They're well aligned. So I'm going to arrange them properly. So I'm making use of the 8 spacing. So now after aligning, now I'm going to introduce another frame. So this is where I'm going to be showing us how to navigate from one section to another section. That's from one tab to another tab. So we can do this in different ways. We can use components to create them. After creating this frame, I'm going to use stroke. So the stroke will just be in top and bottom. I'm going to customize the stroke. You customize the stroke. So it's not going to be in all parts, it's not going to be on the left and the right part. So it's just going to be up and down. Now I'm going to introduce my text, the about us. So there are going to be 4 texts here. I'm going to write the 4 texts, the about us, the gallery, the events and review. So these are the 4 places I'm going to be navigating to. So I'm going to align this text properly. I'm going to make sure that they are spacing evenly. So I'll put them in an auto layout, and I'll also remove them from the auto layout. I'll just use the auto layout to arrange them, then I'll remove them from the auto layout also. So after removing them from the auto layout, I'll be bringing a line. So the line is going to show me that, okay, yes, I am working on this tab now. I am on this tab now. So I'm going to make this line 2 pixels in height. So it's going to be 2 pixels tall. Then I'll make sure that it's the same width with the text up. So that is going to be the same with the about text. So they have to align properly. So I'll make sure they're the same width. Then after that, I'll make sure that they're in the same color. I want both of them to be the same color. So I'm going to use blue. I'm going to be using blue here as my primary color. And I'm going to make the line rounded. I'm going to make them rounded. So you can use your line, you can give it any kind of feel, or you can even use boxes. You can make your about us to be in a frame. It's not necessarily you use line. So there are different ways you can do this tab navigation. We can do lines. You can do them to be filled in a component or in a frame. So you can just make sure that the tab you are in is different from the rest tabs. So now the other tabs, the gallery, events and review, I'm going to make them inactive because we're not using them now. So they're going to be inactive. So I'm going to be using the color gray to make them inactive. So now after this is done, now the about us is okay. We know we're working with this tab here. I'm going to be content that will be in the about section. So we're going to talk about the person, the about, and I'm going to include some images to show our services. So I'm going to be working on that. Done. The about section is done. Now I'm going to duplicate the first screen. So after duplicating the first screen, now I'll go to that section, that my tab navigation section. The about us, I'm going to make it inactive. Now I'm going to move my line. I'm going to be moving that line with my arrow key on my keyboard. I'm going to be moving my line. So now I'm going to move it to the gallery side. So now this gallery side, I'm going to make it the primary color blue. So it's going to align with the line. So they're going to be the same size. I'm going to change the line to the same size as the gallery. Now I'll be bringing in the content for the gallery. I've done that already. So I just pick some images, then I frame them. So I'm going to put them in my gallery section. So I'm just going to copy the one from the one I have, then just paste to replace here, cut, then I'm going to replace here. It's the same thing. So now the gallery section is just going to be where she's going to showcase our pictures. So now after doing the gallery section, now I'm going to duplicate that same page and do the same thing I did for the gallery section. So for the events, I'm going to move the line to the event side. I'm going to change the line to the size, to the width of the event. Then I'm going to make the gallery inactive. Then the event would be active. That by being active is going to be the primary color blue. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did in the gallery. I've also done the list that I'm going to be that she's going to be showcasing here. So I'm just going to cut again and replace in this image side. So when it's going to be image, I'm just going to cut and replace. Cut and paste to replace rather. I'm going to be doing the same thing for the review page also. So I'm going to duplicate this event page and be doing the same thing, the same way I navigated this previous one. So I'm going to change the event to inactive, then the review to active, that's the blue color. I'm also going to move the line to the review side, to the review screen. Then I'm going to make the line the same width as the review screen. Then I'm going to copy my review from up. So I'm going to copy my review, then I'm going to duplicate more because I need my review to be more. Our pages are done, the screens are done. So this screen now is showcasing the different tabs that we have. We have the About Us tab, the Gallery tab, the Events tab, and the Review tab. So now we're going to be looking at how we'll navigate through each tabs in our prototype. So this is how the prototype is going to look, how we're going to do the prototype. So now from Gallery, I'm going to be linking each and every of them to their respective screens. I'm going to link the gallery to the gallery screen. So now I'm going to use on click. You can use on tab. So because I'm using I'm not putting in a frame for my prototype, so that's why it's on click. But if it's in a mobile frame, it will be on tab. So it's going to be on click or on tab. I'm going to make it smart animate. I'm going to make it linear, and I'm going to leave it in 100 milliseconds. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's how the prototype is going to be. I'm going to do the same thing for everything. So for events, the same thing. For review, the same thing. You know what? I'll go to the gallery screen and do for the about, the event, and review. So I'll be linking each of them to their respective screens in. So that I'm going to do the same for the rest too, for both the event and review screen. So now here's our prototype. You can see the flow. That when I click on gallery, you see it goes to gallery, it slides in, and the event also, you see the way the line is moving from one screen to the other screen, from one screen to the other screen. You can see the flow and the movement, the animation. You can see it, right? So you can use other tabs. You can use a frame, you can use fill. Just be creative, think of something. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and if you know you want to be seeing videos like this, just subscribe and turn on your notification bell to get notification on tutorials like this. We are teaching you how to create screens on Figma and how to create animations on Figma. Thank you so much. See you guys later in the next video. Happy designing.